Thanks for joining us for today. I'm Steven Wright with WakeForestSports.com alongside a sophomore defender for the Wake Forest men's soccer team, Sam Fink. And Sam, you guys started on Saturday night with a nice win over Wofford. Talk about what it was like to play out in front of the crowd like that and to get the result you guys were looking for on your season opener.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to come out here and in front of Spry and play in front of thousands. We got a great crowd, and it's much better winning in front of them and just letting them know that when they come out to our game, they're going to see some good soccer. They're going to see us compete and leave our heart on the field.
You know, you've got to play in 20 games now. You started 12 of them in your career. You know, do you have a best moment so far with a Wake Forest jersey on?
Yeah, I think last year when I scored against Virginia, it was my first career goal. Very good feeling. We ended up winning that game 4-3. There were a couple thousand out in the stands, and after I scored, I got to run to the bench and be with the guys, and that was a really cool feeling.
Now, my next question was going to be, how did that first one feel after scoring 40 goals in high school? You know, do you have a memorable one in high school, and does it even compare to maybe your first collegiate goal?
Yeah, there were a couple in high school. Sending us to the Final Four. Scored a couple in the Final Four, but I mean, when you get here, you're in front of thousands. You're in front of guys that you're in class with, you're in the dorm with, and then I think the best part for me, like I said, was just being able to run back to the bench and just seeing the smiles on everyone's face and just getting mauled by the guys. That was the best part.
Yeah, that's got to be a great feeling. And your other goal last year came up at the defending national champion Akron, tied the game up with I think less than 4 minutes to go. Talk about that goal.
I was just warming up. I was warming up for a while in the second half, and just kept telling myself over and over, if I got in, I was just going to come in and make the biggest difference I could, the biggest impact, and just work really hard. Doobie put in a great ball, and I was blessed enough to get my head on it, and it went in, and that was an awesome feeling. Shut the fans up a little bit, and tied and sent us to overtime. So it was a good feeling.
You know, in high school, I think you scored over 40 goals in your career. 23 of those come in your senior season. What's it been like, the transition from, primary goal scorer to now a defender here at Wake Forest?
Yeah, it's definitely a big transition. I think, you could go out there and talk to any of the guys, and they've scored, well over 20 goals in their high school careers. And so when you get here and you're with guys that have all done that, you have to really tune in and be able to transition to from being a big fish in a little pond to just the opposite. But I think the transition has been good, and just trying to work harder and harder every day to just be the best I can be.
I also read somewhere you were a place kicker for your football team at Edwardsville High School. Did you ever think about maybe kicking in college?
Yeah, thought about it a little bit, but when I came to Wake and saw this awesome place, and they offered me a spot on the team, those plans quickly shut down. And kicking's cool, but when you play soccer, I get to be, a big part of the team. Get to be on the field, on the ball a lot more than kicking. And kicking's just it's fun, but it's a little boring at times when you're just sitting on the sideline. So.
Fair enough. And in high school, you led your team, I think, to 3 straight Final Fours, the championship game once. Talk about, how valuable that winning experience is, and what, maybe what you can bring to this team, having been in those kind of situations before.
Yeah, I think, I've been in some of the biggest games that a high school soccer player can be in, and I think it's good. So when I get here, I can, be ready for the crowd, be ready for the anxiety and the tone of the game and everything like that. But I didn't end up winning the state championship. So when I got here, I just told myself I'm hungry for NCAA championship, and all memories of losing the state championship in high school quickly be forgotten if I can get an NCAA championship.
Yeah, I'm sure your teammates will be pressing for that as well. Last few questions, I'm just going to ask you to maybe give some dirt on one of your teammates here. I heard you lived with Sean O'Coley for a while, so tell us something. Tell us something that everyone else might not know about him.
I'd say the first night we were living together, we were just getting rest, getting sleep, and I heard him making some weird noises. I don't even know what they are. They're just some weird grunting noises, like he said he's clearing his throat when he sleeps. I don't know what it is, but it kind of freaked me out. I had to make sure he was all right. But
well, I'm glad he was all right. And last thing, his nickname. A lot of guys have nicknames on the team. I can't figure out where they come from. What's his, and do you have any idea where it came from?
Yeah, his name's Ugo. We call him Ugo. and that's because his middle name's Ugochukwu, so Ugo for short, but yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit of a mouthful. But, well, Sam, thanks for joining us. And for Sam Fink, I'm Steven Wright with WakeForestSports.com saying, go Deeks.